tragedy. If you keep thinking I'm some remedy, don't need nobody leaving me behind. I got something else in mind. I can handle it on my own, yeah, I can handle it. I can handle it on my own, yeah, I can handle it. I don't need nobody watching me, 'cause there is something else I wanna be. I don't wanna have to make you smile or make you cry. Don't tell me how you wanna die and kick that's off away from me, yeah? That's off away from me, yeah?
tempted by your smile. I was tempted, and for a little while I was certain that I will be the one to change you, and you will be mine. You will be mine. I was tempted, tempted by your eyes. I was tempted, the promises, the lies just keep hurting. They just keep on hurting. But I won't be the one to change you, and you won't be mine. No, you won't be mine. Like Eve in the garden when the evening came. How could I believe you, fooled and ashamed? I was tempted, but tempted I'm no more. I've attempted what was never done before. Drop the curtain, drop the curtain. See, no one ever changes, no one. Farewell and goodbye.
Hello, everybody. Good to see you once again. Welcome to a humble program, Show and Tell Live. Rezoot improv for Rezoot people. Don't know what Rezoot is? Get a cookbook. I, of course, cannot do this alone, so let me welcome the rest of tonight's cast. Up first, they're 4 lasagna short of a PTA meeting. It's Alex.
And my kid's the best one here, whether you like it or not.
Of course. Up next, a cast member who's a couple chocolate chip cookies short of a bake sale. It's Max.
Do you want to buy some pocket lint instead?
Yep. Up next, someone who's a few icebergs short of a salad. It's Dan.
Hey, I couldn't find a cooler. I carried it over. It's all water now. Is that gonna be fine? Water salad?
Do you have any guns in there?
Damn global warming ruining our salads.
Damn.
And lastly, an individual who's a few crayons short of a buffet. It's Steve.
How shall we glue?
Yes, you do. Welcome everyone to Show and Tell Live. See some familiar faces out there in Chatland.
Hey.
Good to have them. Good to see you. Hope your weeks have been delightful. Wow, we started 2 minutes early and I don't know what to do with myself.
Oof. Maybe we'll finally find time for bullshit.
Alrighty, that's not the kind of sass I need at the start of the program.
Chatland? What do you think the flag of Chatland looks like?
That's a good question. I imagine it looks like another country's flag, but with like scribbles over it.
I assume it's just like Great Britain, but with like a pog face in the middle.
Dog face.
Wait.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Show Max's merch shirt, because I kind of want to make that flag now.
Oh god. Alright.
All right. We have a hey motion.
Motion design 10 months.
Jinx.
Whoa.
Oh,
Crazy.
I guess we should get married at this point.
We already had a kid in an extra month.
That's true.
Alright.
Wow.
Do you have anything to preface before this merch shirt is in the eye of the beholder, Mac?
No prefaces. Just take it as it is. That's it. I kind of for a second I forgot what it was.
Yeah, there it is.
Steve,
Forget that.
Steve just said it's mall time, or no, you said it's maw time, baby.
Yeah, I said it's maw time, baby.
And I thought you said it's mall time, baby. I made this shirt.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, Max is apparently on speed tonight. He came in swinging in practice and has not stopped since then.
Guys, I have a great idea for a shirt.
You joke, but he started off by saying, I have a great idea for a game. It's got a lot of steps, buckle up. And I was like,
Yeah.
all right, sounds good.
That really was the energy I came in. Thanks, Matthew, for those bits.
Appreciate it.
That flag looks like Libya's old flag from 1977 to 2000.
Well, now we all have to know what Libya's old flag looks
Yeah,
like.
time to look it up.
Put it on the merch board.
Time for a quick Google. Oh. It's a good one. For
Whoa.
those of you that are curious, this is what it looked like.
Is it just the solid
Is
green?
it just green?
I mean, it's kind of poetic if you think about it, right? Because it's like a green screen. It represents the potential of all things Chatland. It can be what it always needed to be.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kath, for
Yeah.
Oh, appreciate it.
and how did you get my journal? Who told you where my journal is?
Now?
Also, we're at 69%.
We cannot touch this. It's about to hit 69,420.
Screenshots ready.
What
Hey!
Wait, what is 69?
The hype
We're
train.
at 69% of a hype train, and it just
No.
hit 4 minutes. and
No.
20
I know it's the reference. I know the hype chain. What is that number?
Alrighty, moving on to our first game of the evening. This is a game called Yo Ho! Does this game have a point? No, it does not. All right.
Get ready for that.
Get ready for that. So what we're gonna need as a suggestion is, and feel free to keep them coming. What would be a really fun or unusual prize to find in one of those claw machines? Maybe think really big too. It's one of those big ones that arcades have that are just unnecessarily large, and it can pick up a pretty big thing. So what's in this what's in this claw machine?
Grandma.
It's definitely Grandma. She loves those dark claw machines.
Not a grandma, just grandma.
Grandma.
Yeah, it's
There's
like
Grandma.
you're gonna have to. It's $2 to play each time, and if you want to leave with Grandma, it looks like you're gonna have to get good at this game.
Mom, can I have another $2? No, sweetie, we have Grandma at home. All right, let's time to pull up the gangplank and swab the poop deck because we're going yo-hoing.
All right.
All right. Oh, right, it's me. All right. Yo ho, blow the man down. I paid a nickel to buy this old pickle. Yo ho, blow the man down.
I stole from a dime. They said it was a crime. Yo ho, blow the man down.
I say, hey there, Lenny, just give me a penny. Yo ho, blow the man down.
He asked for $1. I let out a holler. Yo ho, blow the man down.
He said a quarter? I don't even court her. Well, there was something that I was going for up here.
Bad.
It kind of worked. Anyways.
Yeah.
Hey, Gamer Clear.
All right. Why don't we? Oh, I guess it's my turn now. Who'll be coming up to me shit?
Alright, be
Hey,
Steve.
Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Alright. Here we go. Yo ho, below the man down. You look like a rookie. You ate the last cookie. Yo ho, blow the man down.
In life you'll go far if you don't lose the jar. Yo ho, blow the man down.
I get what I eatin', so I like feet. Yo ho, blow the man down.
It is quite the treat if you're not looking neat. Yo ho, blow the man down.
I also like ice cream, that's why I'm a nice green. Yo ho, blow the man down.
A nice green,
A
Steve.
nice green?
I just say things. Sometimes you just say things.
All
Very
right.
true.
Here we go.
It's about the same quality as court her.
All right.
Taking shots.
All
Hold
right.
on. I think I'm getting feedback. Let me try.
Dan, you're not. Is Dan an appropriate level? Is that fine?
I think I fixed myself from last time, but who knows?
I don't hear anything, so I don't know what the...
I
the
do
feedback
hear it, and I've been hearing it. That does sound better. Oh no, now it's back. Do you guys not hear
I've
that?
heard it this whole time, but
Oh, righty then.
I don't hear it. Wait, do all of you hear it? Because I don't hear anything, and it might
It
be
sounds
coming
like
from me.
just I hear it. Just
It's
I mean,
just.
we have to keep sailing forward.
All right.
Yay!
Yo ho, blow the man down. I want to lay my head, but all I have is a water bed. Yo ho, blow the man down.
I can't make a hush because the bed it goes flush. Yo ho, blow the man down.
And when it goes sailing, I do my start wailing. Yo ho, blow the man down.
I thought it would float, but I sunk in the moat. Yo ho, blow the man down.
I just want to dock, but I got attacked by a croc. Yo ho, blow the man down.
I said see you later. No, that's too cheap. I can't do that. I'll
Oh
cut myself
my.
out. Oh,
Alright.
alrighty.
Alex.
Right? Yo ho, blow the man down. I went for a cookie and I found Oreos. Yo, wait.
What?
I needed to
Why
rhyme.
don't you take a restart on that one, Bucko?
Try it one more time, Alex.
The old ABAB structure in my head. Wow,
Not this game.
Okay, let's find something else. Okay. Yo ho, blow the man down. I asked my friend Michael if I could borrow his tricycle. Yo ho, blow the man down.
He said, no way, dude. I said, aren't you a bit rude? Yo ho, blow the man down.
I said I just needed a second so I could go. No. Night's not my night.
That's okay. That's okay. Well, that's the game, yo.
Yo-ho giveth and yo-ho taketh away.
That's true. That's true. Alrighty. Well, now it's time for the question that's on everyone's mind. How was your week? Chatlin, anything exciting in your week? Alex seems like they have something.
Yeah, I've got something. So, a little while ago, something got shipped to my old apartment, which is now empty and abandoned. And for some reason, the delivery person, who could very clearly see the empty apartment through the front window, decided to just leave that thing on the front porch anyways. So I called FedEx and said, hey, your delivery person delivered something to an abandoned house. What the hell's wrong with you? And they were like, okay, we'll open up a stolen package. But oh yeah, and by the way, I had a friend go and check, and sure enough, the thing was definitely stolen, because of course it was. So I told them like, hey, I had a package stolen because you delivered it to a house that no one's living in. And then they were like, okay, we'll file a claim. And then today I got a phone call, and here's how it went. So I answer the phone, I'm like, hello, and the guy's like, yeah, I'm calling for Alex, and I was like, yep, that's me, and he's like, yeah, I'm here calling about the package claim that you had, and I was like, oh, yeah, what about it? And he's like, well, I wanted to know, did you get it? And I'm like, no, it's stolen. And he's like, oh, okay, well, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that. And that was the call. That was the call. So thanks, FedEx. Thanks for letting me know that there was shit all you were going to do for me.
To be fair, they did deliver it to the address you put in.
Okay, so first of all, the address was automatically put in from my PayPal. I did the PayPal checkout, and it just automatically put the address and checked me out without me even getting to change the address. So yes, that was my fault. But don't you think they could have seen the fact that the place was abandoned and then at the very least not delivered it to that place, and I would have checked the status and they would have, because there are like, I know at least UPS does this thing where like if they don't think that the package is safe, they'll just take it to a UPS drop-off spot and let you know that they dropped it off there. FedEx doesn't give a shit.
So apparently, according to the Philly subreddit, there's a trio of like 3 people who are, I think, working independently, but now they've gotten so brazen, they just follow the truck on its route. And then they just like wait for the truck to get like a block and a half ahead, and then go up and pick the package, put it in their car, and then just keep driving. Like that's how like porch bandits are getting bold in these times.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Gamer Queer, to answer your question, Dan, as Steve just said, Dan does all the tech, games, sounds, transitions. He is our sole provider in these trying times.
A mother. I'm a
He
mother.
He is a provider. He's a nurturer.
Yeah.
He gives so much to the stream.
Not to throw shade too, but we had a call with another group of improvisers who are a professional theater, and we were kind of talking about what we do and what they do, and they're like, well, who does your tech? And I was like, oh, one of our performers, and they were aghast. They were like, oh, that's impossible. And we were like, no, that's Dan.
Yeah, but then I just come out and I'm like, zip-a-doop-a. It's like, oh, you can see.
Although one of my favorite clips of all time is the Dan Panic, where he scrolls through every scene we have.
I think it's our highest watched
Oh
clip.
my god.
No,
kills me
our
every
highest
time.
watch is a perfect croissant, and our
Still a
second
perfect
highest is
croissant.
the Dan Panic one.
Both great. Both great. Why don't we jump
No problem,
ahead
Gamer Career.
into
Wait,
our.
I'm on the Philly subreddit top post. Are you saying that my story would be, or I'm actually on there? And if so, what is it?
It's just a picture of you. It's like, have you seen this man?
Man's package has been stolen.
Have you
I
seen
mean-
the cyclist?
In a very relevant manner of conversation, our next game is called Customer Service.
Hey.
Oh,
So we're gonna have Dan be our customer service rep here, and what's something that might be fun to steal from a hospital? That's what your question is. What is
As
what
compared
is
to the
something-
least fun thing to steal from a hospital.
right, and not like the mid
We've
tier.
already got Grandma
Grandma.
from the last
Oh
group.
my
Now
God.
motion with Grandma again.
Grandma.
Is grandma always gonna work? No matter what the prompt is, grandma always fits.
The secret
That's
improv.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
What are some fun things to steal from a hospital?
Shoe covers.
I'm making a list for no reason, just in case. Something's
Also,
happened.
apparently, I'm actually on Philly's subreddit top of the. Oh wait, I bet you know what? I bet it's Benny's stand up. I bet because I
Oh.
stand up.
Oh, that's probably it. Damn.
Well, we got 2 votes for Jello, so that's gotta be what it is. That's the way it works. So this is the customer service line for Jello.
Hi, thank you for calling. Hello, Jello. My name is Marcus. What can I do for you today?
There you are. Hey, yeah, I bought some Jello. I bought your reverse Jello brand, where it comes in as a package, and after you let it sit in the oven for about 3 hours, it turns back into liquid.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm pretty upset. You know, it's now that it's all liquid, I could just drink it, but that's just a drink. So I'm really upset with the product.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you a little personal hack I found out myself. If you let it sit for even longer, it'll turn into gas, and you can smoke it out of your hookah.
I'm gonna try that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You get some of the boys around, and you just hookah it up. It's a great Tuesday night.
Yeah, sounds great. All right. I mean, thanks so much.
No problem. I'll talk to you. Wait, are you inviting anybody? Oh shit, he hung up. All right. Hey, hello, Jello. That's my name. Don't wear it out. And this is Marcus. What's up?
Hi. I would like to know why you decided to do that collaboration with The Office, because ever since then, my coworkers have been constantly putting my things into gelatin.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It was a 3-parter. It was we were partnering with The Office and also the Stapler Company. It just was a lot of profit. But I mean, have you tried putting their stuff in Jello? It's pretty fun.
No, I refuse to buy your product out of spite.
All right, look, I think we can have a compromise here. Do you want any coupons for staplers? Because in that we got a bunch left over here that I can mail your way. You seem like a stapler kind of guy, someone that likes to get metal pierced into them, you know?
I could use a new stapler / piercing. Yeah. Okay, all right, I'll take the coupon.
All right, can I get your address? Whoops, looks like I hung up. Hello, Jello. Welcome to Marcus. What?
Yellow, I am here calling for the yellow.
Yellow pages or
The yellow.
the
Yeah?
Jello? We're the
Yeah,
Jello.
yellow.
Yeah.
Yellow.
Yeah. What can I help you with the yellow?
Yeah. Yes. I've gotten green by accident.
The yellow comes in multiple colors. So, did you want?
It's not yellow.
No, it's. I guess in this case it's yellow green.
The
That's a crayon, right?
the yellow only is. I am confused.
Look. Did you buy our add-on food coloring yellow product that will turn all your Jello yellow? Did you buy that as well?
Oh no.
All right, no problem. Just give me your credit card information. I can get that shipped over to you right away.
Yes, yellow.
All right, what's the number?
Oops, I hung up.
Oh, whatever. Hello, Jello. What can I do for you? My name's Marcus. Anybody hanging out anytime? Let me know. What's up?
Hi. Yeah. So, I saw that. I purchased your all animal based Jello.
Yeah.
I think you put out that product after you put out the negative response to the all plant based.
Yeah.
Jello.
Not one piece of it is not from an animal. Yeah.
Right.
What's
Yeah.
the
I
problem?
really personally just love the all animal based Jello. It's so delicious.
Thank you.
It's got such a robust, musky kind of flavor. It's. Do you use marrow in it?
Yeah, we do use marrow. It was honestly my idea. The higher ups just were walking by and heard it and sort of pushed it along. But yeah.
The little guy. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's incredible. Do you have any new brands coming in? Any more ideas from the animal based Jello?
Well, we were thinking, why not just keep going down the kingdoms? So we're gonna do a whole fungus-based.
Fungus?
Yeah.
Come on, that's basically planned.
Okay, we can go to the. What's the next one? Isn't there those two different bacteria ones?
I don't know. I think liberal.
There's a liberal. Yeah, the next one will be made out of 100% liberals. You got a good idea. Yeah.
All right. You're all right.
Yeah, you're all right. You have a credit card? I can write down your credit card number if you want.
Okay. Yeah. Let me tell you.
All right.
Here it goes.
Okay.
0.
Ah, shit, I hung up. Damn it. Welcome to Hello Jello. I just lost out on a lot of money, and my name's Marcus. What can I do for you?
Hey, Marcus. I tried your Jello product, and it wasn't very good. I was expecting, some kind of a gelatinous form that it stays somewhat in a solid shape, although it can be fit to different containers, and it jiggles around a lot. But what I ended up getting was vanilla pudding.
Pudding?
Yeah, I got vanilla pudding.
When you made it, did you add any?
I made Jello that was vanilla pudding.
Did you bought Jello? You didn't.
And I got Jello vanilla pudding.
You didn't pour in any milk or dairy products into the Jello?
It made vanilla pudding.
All right. Did you like the pudding?
It wasn't very good vanilla pudding, to be honest.
Okay.
I was expecting a gelatinous form that is somewhat solid and jiggles around and can fit to different shapes depending on how you create it, but instead I got vanilla pudding.
Yeah, I know, it's vanilla pudding. Are you more of a chocolate person? Was that the problem?
Well, I was interested in some kind of a berry-flavored gelatinous solid that jiggles around but mostly stays solid, but instead what I ended up with was vanilla pudding.
Well, if you know, vanilla comes from a berry, the vanilla berry. So really, you had a berry flavor product at the end. Did you know that?
Well, it tasted not very much like berries, but instead like vanilla pudding.
No, you know how. Look, do you want me? I have a few people's credit card numbers I wrote down. Can I just give you one of them and then call it even?
As long as they're not flavored as vanilla pudding.
They're not. All right. Are you ready? You got a pen?
All right.
All right. It's 4032.
All right.
7. Whoops, hung up. Hey, how you doing? Hello, Jello. We're here trying to save the world from everything vanilla. My name is Marcus. Can I help you?
Hello, Jello. This is Mellow Yellow. We've been calling fellow to fellow to tell you that we're looking to sell some products.
Oh, you think you're so funny. What, you thought that the refrigerator gag was too old? You picked up a rhyming dictionary and think that you can just call in and I'm gonna be impressed? You think I'm just gonna give you a spot at the open mic night?
We were just calling to see if you wanted to do a cross promotion with Mellow Yellow and Jello.
I don't want you to ever call here again, alright?
Okay.
I want you to shove your face back in whatever rhyming dictionary you found all these words in. Also, do you have any credit card numbers?
Not right now, because we haven't been selling any soda.
Any PayPal? Venmo?
No, we can't afford it.
Ah, you're useless. God damn it. That's the scene.
That's the scene.
That's the scene.
All right, it's over now.
Hey, Don.
Hey, Don. Good to see
Thank
you. Good
you.
to see ya. Wow,
Hey,
Steve,
everybody.
that great rhyme shot down by in the night.
It was in character, right?
Whenever I'm a dick to someone.
Yeah, I'm in character, all right?
It was in. I was in character.
It was a character choice. You wouldn't understand.
But Dan, it
Look.
tasted like vanilla pudding.
That was relentless. I couldn't help.
When I've worked in customer service, I've had people like that just repeat the same thing. And it's like, yes, I understand the vanilla pudding. I thought we're trying to move past it, not reminisce on it.
Idon, thanks for the Prime sub.
Hey, you done
Radical.
appreciate it.
Thanks for the Prime.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Think.
Nice.
I still like the fact that Adon is just the Apple version of my Android body.
What?
Because it's Dan.
Oh, got it. I wish I did.
Yeah.
Dom,
Here
0
it
to 10.
is.
0 to 10. How do you feel about that one?
0 to 10.
Remember.
Honestly, probably like a 5.5. That's
Nice.
pretty decent.
Nice.
Pretty decent.
Nice.
I want to hate it, but like I can't. It was pretty good.
Once you got the concept.
Yeah, it was well constructed, well crafted.
Hey, Shane Illustrations. Thanks for the compliment.
Hey, appreciate it.
Appreciate it. All right, why don't we just go ahead and jump right into our next game?
Because I can't jump.
That's too bad.
Alrighty. Our next game. This is an interesting prompt. I want you to really be honest with us, chat, as we will be honest with you. What's something that only you believe and no one else? Like, what's a personal truth that you hold that you think 99.9% of people in the world don't hold? Yeah. So, what's something that only you believe?
So this is gonna be tough because you can't just write grandma. There has to be other words in
I don't know.
there.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer. The plural of moose should be niece. Ooh. Moo is made of blue cheese. Interesting. Oh, Alex, by the way.
The moon.
Oh, no, just moo. Calf has put a picture of your Spider-Man from the rally. That's where your fame exists.
Oh.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
That's right.
Interesting. It's all coming together.
It kind of blew up his spot, though.
Yeah. Every single version of show and tell, and every one of us needs to be famous in our own individual ways. All right.
There's no proof that that's me. It's just Spider-Man.
Have you ever seen Spider-Man and Alex in the same room? No, I didn't think so.
Please. There are lots of people that could be Spider-Man, like Flash Thompson.
Wait, is that the character from
Spider-Man.
Isn't there a Flash Thompson in Betrayal on the House on the Hill too? Or
I think it's like Flash Williams or something.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Flash Thompson is the jock bully in Spider-Man, so I wouldn't be surprised if Flash Williams or whatever it is in Betrayal was based on him.
That'd be I thought you were gonna be like. There's lots of people who could be Spider-Man. There's Tobey Maguire. There's Andrew Garfield. There's Tom Holland.
And no others.
It could have been any of them.
Alrighty. I think we're gonna go. These are some great suggestions. I think we're gonna go with. Oh, they just all came in at one time. We're gonna go with. My cousin is a werewolf. That's what we're gonna do. Moo. Blue cheese.
That's what we're gonna move.
Alrighty. My cousin is a werewolf. And now for a bender down the YouTube rabbit hole.
All right. welcome everybody to my channel. I know normally I cover a lot of astrology on here, but today I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the more sort of nuanced areas in astrology, mainly that if you are born under the right star, sun, and moon sign, you can actually become a werewolf. I would know this happened to my cousin. So essentially what happens is if you are born as a Libracon and you are born at exactly 4:13 in the morning, then lycanthropy will take over the cells in your body, and for a lot of people it might be dormant for a long time, but what happens is once the cycles refresh and the planetary alignment happens again, you'll start to feel sort of these animalistic instincts, you know, and for your first couple of times with the star alignments, it'll sort of just be, you know, some habits. Maybe you'll want your steak more rare than well done. But as it progresses, you'll learn that you actually do have werewolf tendencies, and you know, it's something to watch out for. It's something to control and make sure that you have a loved one nearby. But definitely something that you should probably think about. So just think about it.
A lot of people will tell you that lycanthropy has something to do with biting, you get bitten, or that kind of thing. And I'm here to say, nay. That's largely just foreplay. You see, it's actually passed genetically as we've come to understand it. This is the secret journal of Mendel Gregor. Peas were kind of an afterthought from he observed from the monastery dogs, which were actually people that the church was experimenting on back in the day. Now, I just want to let you know it is recessive, so unfortunately both parents will need to also be werewolves. It doesn't work where if one person's a werewolf. You do have a chance, potentially, if your other partner has it, but we don't need to get into pundit squares, which, as a matter of fact, were always done in silver ink, just because, you know, Mendel Gregor was aware of the traditions. So if you may know someone who's a werewolf, and you're unsure of how to test it, it's very simple. Just invite yourself over for one of their family dinners. And if everyone gorges themselves at the table with their mouths and claws, then your friend's probably a werewolf. That's all it is. Think about it.
Hey everybody, so today we're doing again some media analysis, and today we're looking at Game of Thrones, specifically a pair of brothers who are some of the most well-known characters from the series. It is the Mountain and the Hound. Now, I have a thought that I believe that specifically the Mountain is a character that is brought in, George R.R. Martin has brought in from real life circumstances. As you know, his real name is Sir Gregor. Who else could that possibly be from but Mendel Gregor? See, I believe that where George R.R. Martin was going with this was the consideration that Mendel Gregor was an incredibly intelligent scientist, and Sir Gregor was almost the mountain that rides, almost the exact opposite of such a character. I believe, quite simply, that George R.R. Martin is drawing a dichotomy between brain and brawn, and allowing the name to have this link between these two extremes shows that there is possibly, it's pointing out this duality, and it's also pointing out the absurdity of that duality. Now, I think that's something that we should really all take a minute and think about.
Now, I think the real big thing that we're forgetting in modern times is how widespread this curse of lycanthropy is. Now, back in the day, everybody who wanted to be in a position of power had to be a wolf. That's how we get the term werewolf, specifically because Amerigo Vespucci, while he was trying to map out all of America, he was a wolf doing it in wolf form because wolves have better vision. And that's where the were came from, because all of the major explorers geographers, map makers, you name them, they were all wolf people because they've got better eyesight to see and to be able to draw. You got better hearing to hear the waves crashing against the coast. And they had fur to keep them warm when you have to chart the Antarctic or the Arctic or your aunt's Arctic. Now, don't forget to like and and subscribe and think about it.
So I've been watching a lot of videos about the werewolf, and I just recently found out my cousin was a werewolf, so I wanted to look into my genetics to figure out, am I a werewolf myself? And as I looked back in time, it wasn't a question of werewolf, but when-wolf, you know? I was looking through everything, and I was figuring it out. Everything was coming together, but the one piece that seemed outright was the moon. Nobody's been talking about the moon, and I think I know why. Astrologically, werewolves are tied down to when they're born, but if you look up there, that's one big-ass star, if you ask me. Some would say it's the biggest star in our galaxy. I proved that in the last video if you want to check it out. But here's the thing. Why? How? You can see, you can hear, you can taste better than any other form. Why howl and give yourself away? Well, echolocation. That's the biggest star up there, right? You howl, it bounces off. You get to see everything around you. All of that sound waves, you can see the whole globe. And when you see that flat dish of a world right in front of you, you got nothing else to lose. So obviously they're in power. And after learning all this, I really wanted to be a werewolf, but it just turned out I'm just a mutt. So, I'm gonna try next week to drink a bunch of acid and see if I can trip into being a werewolf. Subscribe for more, people.
Think about
Think about it.
After you think about it, don't drink acid.
Don't drink acid. Not condoned here.
Dan, Wenwolf?
Yeah, Wenwolf. Oh man.
Question of when wolf.
Well, speaking of wolves, I tried to get my dog, but she didn't want to stay for.
It was
more
good.
than a
Steve,
minute.
I would have clicked on that YouTube video.
True.
Yeah.
It's true.
She wanted to say hi, but she didn't want to say hi through the entirety of Dan's speech. So, if you want to see my dog, just
You
go
can
in
pet the dog. 10 out of 10. Best stream ever. Anyone else have anything exciting going on in their lives that they want to share or talk about?
I auditioned for what is this? Not socially conscious community theater. Not so.
Wow.
They're just like the only group that's really doing live theater in my area.
Right.
And they're trying to be like socially responsible about it, so it's all distanced, perform in a parking lot, and they're doing the Addams Family, so that's
cool.
exciting.
Cool, nice.
I watched all of the Addams, well, there's like 3 Addams Family movies.
Yeah.
And
They're pretty good, honestly. Like
I liked
they're better than they deserve to be. I'll say that much about them.
I like the first 2, the old ones, and then they did an animated one last year.
Interesting.
Which is kind of whatever. It feels very scrubbed of what the Addams Family was, and it's just like, yeah, it'd be different, yeah. But the best part of the whole movie is guess who played Cousin It?
Ooh.
Dom with his bangs in front of his face.
No, Snoop Dogg. Best casting choice.
What?
My cousin It?
Yeah, he voiced Cousin It, and it's hilarious because when all of the
That sounds
Addams
kind of
come
funny,
together
Yeah.
I kind of about it now. I'm sold.
when all the Adamses come together for like their family party, Cousin It rolls up in this like decked out car with like I forget what the lift names is, but like it's like bouncing up and down.
Hydraulics,
Playing
yeah.
Snoop Dogg music, and he rolls up, and it's like this 2-foot tall bunch of hair with glasses and a top hat.
I know for the Addams Family, like the first two movies, there's Thing, which is the hand, right?
Mhm.
The guy who plays it is like the hand guy. Like anytime there's like any severed hand or any like legitimate hand movement in a movie, this is the guy Hollywood calls. Like I watched a whole video of how this guy's entire acting portfolio is him sitting under a table moving his hand. Like
Wow.
it's amazing.
Look,
that is
we
actually
know that there's the acting community, which is, you know, a pretty niche market in and of itself. There's the voiceover community, which is a very small community of very expert people.
True.
But the handover community is one dude.
Well, it is cool how there's just like these fringe people who are like the specialist in their field. Like one of the ones I always think about is D. Bradley Baker, whose only acting credibility is that if there is a voice of an animal or monster in your movie or TV show, he's the person who did it, right? Like if it's a human you want, thousands of voiceover artists, pick whoever you want. But if it's an animal or it's a monster, it's gonna be D. Bradley Baker in the credit. Because like that's his entire thing. Or like the guy who plays literally any tall, scary monster is the same actor who just happens to be this like 7-foot incredibly skinny guy. He's the guy who did the Pale Man. This guy, he's the fish.
wow.
He's the fish in the Hellboy series. Like any tall, skinny monster is this one guy. I think he's the guy in Shape of Water too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's just like these rogue people in Hollywood who just like do like one
Just have
thing
A very
so
specific
well.
role.
It's cool.
Wow.
It's cool.
We gotta find our niches, guys.
We do.
Speaking of doing a niche thing very well, this is not a transition. It's
Yes, it is.
Gamer Queer is gonna be trying to go vegan, which I had to pull out and say
That's fair.
congratulations. You if you are able to do it, you won't go to vegan hell. I've been trying to save all of these people's souls, but it's tough work. It's
Wait.
tough.
Wait, non-vegans go to vegan hell?
Yes. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Is there like a fun?
Well,
Do I
Burn
like
for
a fun as a pescatarian? Is there like a nice middle ground I get or no?
oh boy, we hear this question a lot.
What about vegetarians? Is there like a nicer?
Yes, vegetarians and pescatarians do go to purgatory.
Pesca purgatory.
Yeah.
It's hell except just only fish.
I love fish. That's great.
Well,
Hell
as
sounds
everybody-
awesome.
As everybody knows, fish don't have souls, so it's okay to eat them. It's just they're still technically in the animal
So
kingdom.
do fish go to heaven or hell, or do they all just go to hell? 'Cause they're
No, they
fish.
don't have souls. They don't go anywhere. They just die.
Just picturing like, I could picture like whatever like trendy TV show this is, where the guy's like, "Welcome to Purgatory." He opens the door that's in the middle of nowhere, and it opens up to another white void inside, and it's just covered in fish. He's like, "Oh yeah, fish don't have souls. It's a real problem." And then like they just pour it out.
There's so much bureaucratic buildup. Like this
Yeah.
issue needs to get solved. It hasn't been solved in millennia.
True. It's true. Max, what else doesn't have souls?
Do you want me to just do a rapid fire list?
Yeah, just give me your top 7 things that don't have souls.
Okay, top 7 things that don't have souls. Strangely enough, I'm upset about this. Bicycles don't have souls.
That makes
Tricycles
sense.
do. Very, very small gnats.
2,
Bodies of waters that are not named.
3. Oh.
Baby shoes that were never worn that are for sale.
4.
Also, people who are named Josh.
Ah!
And blue T-shirts that were V-necks but were put a sock in to make it a crew neck.
Six.
And also, herring actually do have souls, except if they were not married when they were conceived.
Seven.
That's
That's seven
soulless
soulless
things.
things. Bodies of water that don't have names is the most tragic sentence I've ever heard.
That was absolute gold.
Oh, it hurt me on a deep level. Damn. Let's go ahead and jump into our next game. This game is called Press Conference. So we're gonna need to kick Alex out. That's right. He's got to go to fish purgatory first.
Here I go. Oh, it smells bad in here.
Oh, wow. Alrighty. So, the way this game works is Alex has either done something very good or very bad. And that's up to you, chat, to pick what it is. They will not know the thing that they have done. When they come back, the rest of us will interview Alex as they slowly uncover what it is they have done. So we're going to need something very impressive or, inversely, very unimpressive. Could be an impressively good thing, an unimpressively bad thing, an impressively bad thing, or an unimpressively good thing. I made the axis. There we go.
Draw
It's
the
all
Punnett
good.
square. Draw the Punnett square, everyone.
Yeah.
What's your alignment? Unimpressively good thing or impressively bad thing?
Oh, amazing. Amazing. So, if you need help coming up with a concept, here's one. What's the most impressive thing a preschooler could do? I don't know. I think that's a good thought-provoking question. Oh man. Wow. I'm kind of liking donated both kidneys so far. That is the current front runner. I'll give a few seconds in case any other good ones come in, but
We're an acapella group, guys.
We're a barbershop quartet, ready?
Guys, we
Steve,
can't
do it.
this because this is how
Oh.
much. I was about to say.
Oh, with the sense.
This is how much people like acapella groups. This is how much people like improv groups. So let's just not do it.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. Yeah, that's what we're gonna go with. Good one, Alexo. Alex is the guy who broke Pangea.
God damn it.
Why would he do such a thing? Pretty tragic. For those of you who don't know, Pangea is the supercontinent that existed before all the other continents broke up into their modern formation. All right. Are we good to go, Daniel?
We are ready.
And now we go live to a breaking story. It's hard to believe, but we were able to bring this person into the studio today, and they have some choice words for us all. What do you have to say for yourself?
I have to say that overall, I think that what I did was in the best interest of scientific discovery, and ultimately, I think the people that we need to keep in mind during these trying times are dolphins, but they'll get over it. Yes, you in the brown shirt.
Yes, you say that your work was important for scientific discovery. Just because you created something that needed to be discovered does not mean that it was good for scientific discovery. How do you respond to that?
Well, I think that you can't have discovery without the thing that needs to be created to be discovered. So I think that it's important that, much like the Easter Bunny lays his eggs to be discovered during Easter, I need to create those scientific discoveries to be discovered by scientists who discover them.
Interesting.
Now, you also mentioned the dolphins saying that they hurt the most from this one. I would say I think the dolphins benefited the most. I mean, they like more shoreline, don't they? You sure you're not working along with them?
Well, what's interesting is that while some people believe that dolphins like shorelines, in reality, they actually dislike shorelines because when they're on the shorelines, tourists take lots of pictures of them, and dolphins are extremely shy. So Unfortunately, dolphins do not like shores. However, I think it was important that the shores still be created for the sake of those tourists and the scientists that take their vacations on them.
Another question over here. Now, there has been studies that show that you actually, or reports showing that you are deeply invested with the naval trade, and this could have been an action that you took to be able to skyrocket your stocks in naval trade. Don't you consider that to be a conflict of interest?
No, I don't consider it to be a conflict of interest because, as you know, most trade is naval in one way or another. And so I think that if I supported any trade, it would probably be naval. The fact that I made this discovery was for the betterment of mankind. And although, so much water being added is going to benefit those stocks, I don't see it as any kind of a conflict of interest.
I have a statement here from the Cartographers Union, and it just said, quote, "We literally just finished. Now we'll have to start again." How do you care to comment on that?
Well, I think the fact that it was such an easy job for them in the first place is why it was important that I add to what they had already discovered. I mean, where is the fun in scientific discovery if you finish the job and have nothing left to discover? So I think it was important that, we really expand our horizons, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Are you concerned about the potential environmental disasters that these could cause? Now that everything's kind of all over the place, are you worried about them crashing into each other?
Well, they crashed into each other before. It's called Pangea. And they may do it again. It's very possible. But I do believe that as long as, we take the proper precautions and see it coming, as long as those cartographers do their job properly, I think we'll be just fine.
So would you say that if it were to happen again, that you would feel a call to your services again, or would you finally be satiated?
Well, I would say if it were to happen again, I would consider the possibility of coming out of retirement. But as of right now, I don't see myself doing it again in the near future. I think that we have enough as it is.
Now, I don't think it's been made clear here. On a physical level, how did you physically create this situation at hand? And be as specific as you can, please.
Right. Well, you see, I trained a team of specialized sea monkeys to be able to use shovels. Those sea monkeys then dug canals, and I let natural erosion form those canals into oceans. Those oceans then expanded throughout the rest of the world, and pretty soon the continents were reformed in my own liking. So while I think that it was a delicate process and you can't do it very easily, especially not with just simple manpower, it is possible to be done with the proper training and tools.
Now, did you pay these sea monkeys?
I paid them in what they established to be proper compensation, yes.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
I don't have to disclose those details with you. That is within the contract of me and the sea monkey.
Yeah, but the Sea Monkey Union has been asking questions. The union has come out and you have ignored all their statements.
Are you prepared to release
tax
tax
that I
documents?
hired were not unionized, and therefore the union cannot affect
Are you prepared to release tax documents?
Of course not. It was a private project, and there's no need to tax any part of it. It was for the betterment of mankind. Besides, who would tax me? It's kind of hard to tell where the jurisdiction lies, doesn't it?
Gentlemen, I cannot help but think we are getting away from ourselves here. Now, this story broke, and we promised to deliver the news all around the world. Sir, would you please tell us what it is that you are claiming responsibility for here?
I created new continents and oceans all across the globe using my army of sea monkeys.
Well, do you know where you started from?
He doesn't even know. We got so many
Panama?
oceans. We got
Because there was already a canal there?
Into the fire, out of the pan. Gee, you think?
Oh, I started in Pangea.
That is correct. You did indeed. And if we were ever to reform, I'm sure we would be hearing from your Sea Monkey Union once again. Thank you so much for being here. I do not know where the news is reaching you, where you ended up in the Great Divide, but we hope to establish communication there soon. Thank you for watching. Now on to our next story.
Wait, so was it that I split up Pangea?
Yeah, that's why when you started talking about Pangea, everyone was like, raw. Oh, amazing. The way we do it with a straight face is that we're actually invested in what the livelihoods of the sea monkeys.
Yeah,
and
really.
do need to know what happened and if they were
This
really
chauvinist asshole is not respecting the unions. They pay dues, all right?
There's international law.
I sent the Sea Monkeys a whole bunch of anti-union propaganda when they were signing on for the job so that they were scared of unionizing, okay? It worked.
You want to know why we found those documents? You made them waterproof. You laminated them. They didn't erode.
You
We
can
found a
bury the
T-Rex
evidence.
skeleton cuddled around them, protecting them with its life.
It died in amber so that we could know the truth. Pangea was the original Watergate. Don't knock that one.
Well, there's merch.
I was gonna say Amber was the original lamination.
Damn, I was just working on a merch shirt while you guys were coming up with my thing too. Hold on, let me finish this one first.
Okay, sure.
Alex, I just want to say I'm disgusted and appalled by your actions, not only of the workforce ethics, but all of the new lakes that you've created that are no longer named because
the bodies of water that don't have names.
We just had one big ocean, and then you created so many bodies of water.
That was its name. It was just, hey, you want to go to the one big ocean?
I don't know. It seems a little presumptuous to keep calling it the one big ocean.
What if something were to happen to it?
That's why I always appreciated the goal of Nintendo and Game Freak to call it Pokemon the first movie, and I was felt like the stones that pitch meeting must have taken are truly legendary.
I think they knew.
In a way that only Mewtwo could be. But yeah.
I mean, isn't a series of one, isn't it still the first, though?
Yeah, but it wasn't called Pokemon the first and last movie. Which also would have been presumptuous on a
What if it was
different
what if it was Pokemon movie, the last movie? It's just like, whoa.
You're like, wait a minute, how many more have come out? And it's actually the first.
That would be so good. Imagine if your favorite series was just I don't know. Let's make up a series called
One Piece.
One Piece, right? And it just came out and it was One Piece, the 8th movie, and it's the first one, and the fans are like, what? What's happening?
Yeah, and then the next movie is 8 Piece, the first movie.
Amazing.
I'm pretty sure, what was it? Friday the 13th did have a movie called The Final Chapter, but it was not the last Friday the 13th.
Oh no! Every horror series has just phenomenal names. It's also I saw a meme recently that was they should retroactively give the guy who named it PS2, PlayStation 2, a raise because looking at the Xbox line, they've completely wrecked themselves.
Yeah.
But,
All right, I finished my shirt.
All right, let's see this.
Take a peek.
Welcome to Purgatory, kid.
Give me back that soul! Give me that soul! What?
Purgatory is just you swimming away from fish that are trying to steal your soul so they can go somewhere.
Oh,
wow.
That's really tormented.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Amazing. Alrighty. Well, why don't we keep this party swimming upstream until we eventually breed and die, unless we're eaten by a bear first, and play our next game called Two Birds, but that's just me.
Yeah, just so everyone out there knows, we on the Show and Tell cast have a very low probability of being attacked by a bear at any moment, but it's never 0.
Yeah. Nothing is ever 0 or 100, you know?
That's like just, the law of really big numbers. It's possible. And it doesn't even, I don't know.
And the law of really small numbers, too. Works both ways.
And the law of medium numbers that you can conceptualize pretty easily in your head, but maybe are larger than what you can count on your fingers.
True.
That law's important.
Yeah, people always forget that one.
Yeah.
I don't think there's ever been more stressed in my entire life than doing the nines multiplication tests where they would just in first grade where they would just put a white piece of paper that was just 30 problems of math and be like, all right, you have 10 minutes, go. That's the most I don't even. You're just sitting there I either know this or I don't. There's just nothing between me and this paper, right?
Yep.
Anyways. 2 birds, but that's just me. What we're gonna need now is motions. I knows what up. 7s are trash. We're gonna need just a list of problems. These could be really big problems, like the one I just described, or really small problems, like world hunger. Whatever you need to feel good. Put your problems, excise those demons right now. Put them in chat, and it's gonna be up to our new boss. Max himself in order to come up with solutions for these many problems and keep them coming. Keep them coming in general. I don't think most people think spelling bees are a problem, but I certainly do.
13th percentile, baby.
13th percentile, baby.
Hashtag 13th percentile.
I can't wait till we have 1,000 emotes and I can just put one of that as a 13% one. Awesome. Shane, I don't know if you're actually canceled in New Zealand, but I'm actually banned from Panama, so we can trade stories about that later if you want.
Any of you really far back Show and Tell fans know that Dom has been permanently banned from Panama.
It's a whole thing. Don't get us started.
Not just me, the whole fam. Anyways, so keep those problems coming. And whenever you're ready, Max, pour the coffee.
Oh man, does my tie look all right? I'm gonna have to iron it, I think. Oh well, all right, more boss duties, I guess.
Boss!
Yes, what is it?
We've got a problem, boss.
Ah, this again?
Yeah, the bees are spelling.
Oh God, not again! Damn it!
Boss, it's not over.
Yeah, what else?
Our hats are all very smelly, boss.
Our hats are smelly. Damn it, we're not going to be able to solve the bee problem the same way we did last time. Let's think. Oh, I know. We take all of our hats. Have either of you seen that 007 movie where there's the guy who throws the hat that can decapitate people?
Mm-hmm.
Oddball.
Oh, I've only seen the first 6.
We should take all of our hats and then sling them out of the windows. That's going to make all of the bees follow the smells far away, and then we can shut the windows. No more hats, no more spelling bees.
All right.
Can do, boss.
All right. Whew. Oh boy, this tie. I got so worked up, it's all messed up.
Oh, the boss!
Yes, what is it?
Oh, all those boob binders we got, they don't work. None of the boobs fit in the binders, boss.
Damn it, they need to be more fitting.
We wasted
Boss!
so much money.
Yes.
Boss, we got a real problem.
What's that?
I keep getting paper cuts and I'm not even touching the paper, I swear. It just happens.
Oh no, it must be invisible paper. Wait a minute, that's it. If we replace the binders with all of the invisible paper, it'll be supportive, but then also much more form-fitting as well to support the boobs. That's it. Get right on it.
You on it, boss. Oh, man.
Thanks, boss.
Oh my goodness. All right, day's work done, I think.
Boss!
What is it now?
Boss, we've got a huge problem.
What's that?
Your tie clashes with your outfit.
Boss! Boss! Oh, you're never gonna believe this! All the vents...
Sorry, hold on. Sorry. What?
Your tie clashes.
Yeah,
It's
it does.
hideous. All the employees hate it.
It kind of doesn't match the rest of your outfit, boss.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say that the whole office smells like new car because of the vents. But, you know, honestly, now I'm just really distracted by your tie.
Yeah, it's really bad, boss.
The vents thing, just turn up the AC.
Okay, yeah, sure. Hey, I was thinking of maybe taking a run to Macy's real quick. You want me to pick up like a different tie for you or something?
No, just take the half day. Just take the half day.
Okay, boss.
Both
I'll
of you.
close up those vents.
Both of you just take the half day.
I've got some Kohl's cash if you want me to just run over to Kohl's.
No, please just go.
Okay.
Just go.
Okay.
Okay.
Boss, is this
Well.
a good time, boss?
Yeah, come on in.
Yeah, I've just been having a really hard time finding a girlfriend, and you seem like you're also inept at fashion like I am, so I was just hoping that you'd be able to maybe have any pointers on.
Yeah, it's not been an awesome day.
Hey, boss, can I come in, boss?
Yeah.
Is this an okay time?
Come on in. Yeah. Come on.
So you told everyone in the company to take a half day, but we have a really big pitch today, and now Dan and I are the only 2 employees here.
Yeah.
And like literally everyone, like even the cafeteria staff left, and I don't know what to do now. This was your decision. You chose this. Let's sort of throw it out there.
Yeah,
it's
making me feel even more lonely with less people around.
It's just
yeah.
I know. Can I tell you guys something?
Yeah,
of course,
yeah,
boss. Yeah,
That's what we're here
anything.
for, boss.
We're going under.
What?
Under?
We're not gonna make it the rest of the
Like down under, or we're moving to Australia, or?
month.
We're relocating to Australia? The Great Down Under?
That's right!
Oh!
We're going to Australia!
There's so many chicks there. I'll find a girlfriend for sure.
I told everybody to take the half day because I'm gonna let them know at the end of day, which is Friday, which means that they're gonna be buying tickets for Monday. We're not doing the pitch today because we don't have American clients anymore. All of our clients are gonna be Australian.
Hey! This is a good day!
Yeah. Hey, and buddy, just be yourself, you know? People are gonna tell you your outfit's clashing. People are gonna tell you that your personality is a little weird. Just do you, and you'll find someone.
It's okay, Dan. I'll take you to Kohl's. Don't worry. Just
Okay.
say yeah.
I heard this cold cash, right? I got that in the mail. Okay, good. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, boss. Thanks. You're the best.
See you in Australia! Mwah.
Not such a bad day after all.
See.
Wow, we took that to a direction.
Wow, many directions, arguably.
Specifically south and west, mostly. Or
Yeah.
well, west or east,
I guess you
depending
go
on which
either way.
Which way you go?
You also go
I think
north.
West is probably quicker.
North.
You could go all the way around.
Ow.
If you go north long enough, you know.
Well,
Also, I wanted to shout out a friend of the channel, In All Night Live, who does some really fun comedy stuff here on Twitch as well.
Yeah.
And they are going live later this eve.
Yeah, as far as we know, we're the only 2 channels on Twitch that are actually live. I don't know why anybody else isn't doing it, but that's the cool thing.
Look,
about
if they
it.
don't say it in their name, how are we supposed to know?
How can you know, right? How can you know? They do a lot of really fun things, and they have, every time I say this, I get corrected, so I'm going to say it correctly. They have a lot of fabricated Americans on their channel, so you should go check it out. It's always important to spell things out. Yep, fabricated Americans. Good, I said it correctly.
Yeah.
You know, we try to be woke here. Thanks for the follow, person who I hope is not a bot. Youngster Jazz!
yes.
Right on time, YJ! Right on time!
The Raideroni! Oh my God! Look at the party!
Hey, while Youngster Jazz is raiding, and while we have Youngster Jazz's captive audience, we will be doing a very special episode of our Tuesday night show. It's this upcoming Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's this
Yeah,
It's
Tuesday.
Tuesday night.
Yep. We are going to be doing a collab with the very youngster Jazz, who just rated us this Tuesday. Where, I mean, how many beans should I spill right now? We are going to
go for it.
We are going to be the Elite Four and Championship that youngster Jazz is going to have to fight his way through to become the champion of
True.
Show and Tell land.
Yes.
For those of you that have been with us, Lila, I know you were there on some of our 2 a.m. Pokemon streams.
Yes.
It was all in preparation for
Yes.
this
We've
moment.
been training up.
We all
So
have
many late
chosen
nights.
so many late nights. Like literally, I went to bed at 3 a.m. one night this
Yep.
week. It was bad. We've elected to all take a monotype in the spirit of the traditional, Elite Four. Youngster Jazz, you do not have to hold yourself to that by any means. Probably don't.
Yeah.
No, well, I mean, the trainer typically doesn't.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's the thing.
It's
Yeah,
just the Elite
Yeah,
Four
you
members.
don't need to be monotype at all.
Yeah. We're so excited.
But also,
we're
please
gonna
don't just sweep us with Crocodile.
Yeah.
Or do.
we're gonna go full RP on this. Like some of us have been working on costumes of various degrees. We put a lot of thought into our mons, and we're excited to have you in our region.
And I don't know if we said this. We are going to be playing like actual Pokemon, not like actual in the game, but like on a website that like does play like Pokemon like competitively. We're going to be playing real games, so we're very, very excited about it.
It is. Yeah, we've taken our improv, combining it with your Pokemon, and we're gonna make a beautiful disaster baby on Tuesday. So stop by on Tuesday. And also, if you're from our channel and you've not checked out Youngster Jazz, how is that possible? Make sure to go give them a follow as well. But enough of that. Raiders, we present to you, for those of you who don't know, this is Show and Tell Live. We are a weekly comedy improv stream. We do shenanigans on Tuesdays, but that is not today. Today is a Friday, so that means shenanigans. Of a different variety, a less planned out variety. Although if you've seen our Tuesday stream, you might doubt that as well. So we're gonna go on to our next game, which is exactly the perfect timing. 10,000 blanks. So this is a pun game. It's a real groaner. We're gonna try our best. All we need from you is just spam a bunch of nouns. Whatever noun you're feeling in your heart today, open up your little noun locket that your noun mom and noun dad gave you before you became a noun orphan, the one that you said you're going to finally give when you noun reunite with them, and they finally give you the nouns you've been searching for your entire life, and you may have found, it may have accidentally been adopted by a rich noun lord who now gives you noun money, but he has to overcome his fear of noun. I'm just describing the plot of Annie now. You can just go ahead and give us your nouns.
I thought that movie was called Nouny.
It is called Nouny.
Also,
It's
quick
now.
thank you to Zap No Map. I didn't get your name long enough to remember.
Zapno Map Case. And
And
one Sneaky Squid. Thanks for the follow also.
Thank you.
Wow. All right, let's
Appreciate
jump in and give these people what they're here for. Some terrible
At the club.
puns. At the club. Our first suggestion is kazoos. Thanks, Sneaky.
10,000 kazoos walk into the bar. The bartender says, "Whoa, we don't serve kazoos here." And the kazoos go, "Well, that blows."
10,000 kazoos walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve kazoos here." And the kazoos go, "That's too bad. We heard a lot of buzz about this place."
10,000 kazoos walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve kazoos." And the kazoo says, "That sounds pretty single note from you."
10,000 kazoos walk into a bar and the bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve kazoos here." And the kazoos go, "Wait a minute, who are you?" That's all I got.
10,000 kazoos walk into the bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve kazoos here." And they say, "Hey, we're just looking to wet our whistle." Why don't we move on to frisbees? 10,000 frisbees walk into the bar.
10,000 frisbees walk into the bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve frisbees here." And the frisbees go, "What? Why not?" And the bartender goes, "Because you're all a bunch of discs."
10,000 frisbees walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve frisbees here." And the frisbees go, "Ugh, I'm gonna put a bad spin on this on Twitter."
10,000 frisbees walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve frisbees here." And they say, "Well, that's pretty on brand."
10,000 frisbees walk into the bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve frisbees here." And the frisbees go, "Well, isn't that just the ultimate insult?"
10,000 frisbees walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve frisbees here." And it's like, we laid it all out on the line, but I guess not.
10,000 frisbees walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve frisbees here." And the frisbees go, "Front hand or backhand?"
10,000 frisbees walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve frisbees here." And the frisbees go, "What? You can't just let this one fly?"
Let's do 10,000 icicles. Thanks, Don. 10,000 icicles.
10,000 icicles walk into the bar. The bartender says, "Well, we don't serve icicles here." The icicles go, "Why not?" And the bartender says, "All I spear is bad things about you guys."
10,000 icicles walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve icicles here." And the icicles go, "Why not?" And the bartender says, "Because." And the icicles go, "We see your point."
10,000 icicles walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve icicles here." And they go, "We're not all murder weapons. Come on."
10,000 icicles walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve icicles here." And the icicles go, "What? But we're loaded. Look at all our drip."
Let's do 10, because we gotta do it at some point tonight. 10,000 grandmas.
Yes.
10,000 grandmas walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve grandmas here." And the grandmas go, and he's like, "Okay, fine, here you go."
10,000 grandmas walk into the bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve grandmas here." And they say, "Why not? We're a pretty close-knit group."
10,000 grandmas walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve grandmas here." And the grandmas go, "That's right, because we serve you."
10,000 grandmas walk into the bar. The bartender says, "What's your excuse this time?" And the grandmas start to spin a yarn.
10,000 grandmas walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve grandmas here." And they go, "What?" And he's like, "We don't serve grandmas here." It's like, "What did he say?" It's like, God, fine. Here's shots. Damn it.
10,000 grandmas walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve grandmas here." And the grandmas go, "Well, isn't that just grand?"
Let's do 10,000 rolls of duct tape. This will bring us in. 10,000 rolls of duct tape.
10,000 rolls of duct tape walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve rolls of duct tape." And the duct tape go, "Oh, yeah? Well, we're going to stick around until you do."
10,000 rolls of duct tape walk into the bar. The bartender says, "Well, we don't serve duct tape here." And the duct tapes go, "Well, this bartender's a quack."
10,000 duct tapes walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve duct tape here." And they go, "Oh, but I see Gorilla Tape over there? God damn it." And they storm out.
10,000 duct tape walk into the bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve duct tape here." And they say, "Hey, no need to rip us a new one." All right, I guess we'll end it there. That's 10,000 blanks, one of our many games that we practice frequently.
10,000 blanks, where we all make puns except Dan, who just makes up a funny story.
Could you not see it happening, though? Gorilla Tape at the bar? Come on.
500 bits for Grandma.
500 bits for
It's for
grandma.
Grandma.
Alex,
Grandma loves bits.
I really like the one where it was bartender says, "We don't serve grandma," and the grandma goes, "We serve you," and they take out a cease and desist and hand it to him.
Everyone knows all grandmas are lawyers. That's just what you do when you get old.
You just know your way around the law so much that you're like, I can do this.
I do really love that old person mentality of like, what are you gonna do? Arrest me? Like, just that.
You're gonna be the cop that sends an old person to prison? I don't think.
Yeah.
All my children are out of the house. Better go to law school. Exactly.
Yeah. Empty nest is what they just call the LSTAT. That's what everyone. That's true. That's true. Mm-mm-mm. I love that constant looming thread over your head. It's like Santa Claus, but worse, right? Because Santa Claus is like, oh, if you don't behave, you're not gonna get a fun thing. And grandparents are like, oh, if you don't behave, I'll die. Anyways, who wants a cookie? You know?
It puts such a spin on your parents not wanting you to leave the house or wanting you to come back and like stay like stay at their house because they just don't want to go to law school.
Yeah. Thanks for the sub.
Subscribe
I can't believe we've been doing this for a year, and then you have subscribed to us for a year.
We haven't even been subscribed to ourselves for a year.
I don't think that's it's genuinely just to get sentimental for a moment. It's so awesome that we have all of you. It's just a lot, and we really have been trying to do more community night stuff. I know we've done Among Us a few times, and I'm just glad that we have you guys at all walks. It means a lot. Yeah. Otherwise, we'd just be 5 weirdos doing this over Zoom by ourselves. Where would the fun of that be?
Yeah, that's no fun.
Well, to break up the sentimentality, I must have been a really bad child.
Excuse me?
Oh no, Steve! What? That's a bad joke, Steve. Red card for that one. You have to think about the implications of what Steve is saying, logically.
Oh my god.
What?
You'll get it, or you won't, and that's probably better for everyone. Let's move on to our next game. Our next game is called Ocean's 5. What we're gonna need from the chat is what would be a really fun prize to find in your cereal box. Yep. Oh boy, it's getting hot in here. Yeah, what would be?
It's okay, chat. I didn't get it either.
It's okay.
Wait a minute, Steve, you son of a bitch!
I'll tell them when they're older.
Yeah, they'll tell them when they're older.
I get it now, you impure heathen.
Yeah, what would be a weird thing to find a good prize in your cereal box? Albino cereal is a concept that I have never thought about, but now it will always be on my mind, so thank you.
Every box of cereal, you're going to sit there and think to yourself, is this one albino?
Also, motion design, you and I, that's my go-to answer for everything, is just smaller version of things. So I'm glad you and I are on that same wavelength.
Dom does use that one a lot, yeah.
I'm a huge fan of whatever it is. I just add another. So glad we were.
That's why you own a pony, right?
Yeah, exactly. Cool. I think we're gonna go with Crabstar's suggestion of vampire dentures. So this is the Ocean 5 heist of a lifetime to steal vampire dentures. Here we go.
It's time to steal something. Now that I've created my own theme song, it's time to decide what I need to steal, because I need to do something big for my breakout achievement. And I think I know just what to steal. But the problem is, how am I gonna do it? The Spirit Halloween has it under lock and key. I have to get those vampire dentures somehow. Now, even though the Spirit Halloween's under lock and key and they've got that vault under every store, I think I might be able to start a team to be able to get me out of this sticky situation. All right. Let's get them on the line.
And then I'll just... Oh, it's you.
Hey there, Matt. You, heard any good fish jokes lately?
Wouldn't you like to know? Well,
Well,
all I can say is that every once in a while I might dabble in them for the halibut.
Oh, you still got it. Now, I'm gonna need an expert in fish if I want to crack this case. See, I'm trying to steal some of those plastic vampire dentures that you could easily win for 5 tickets, but I'm gonna go steal it out of a spirit Halloween.
Of course, it's on principle. I get it. All right, I think I can help you out, but getting into a spirit Halloween isn't easy. I'm gonna need someone who's a little bit better at the more suburban side of things. Let me call up my buddy.
So then I said, no, you leave the 7-Eleven. Oh, hey, how's it going? Glad to be on the line here.
Yeah, listen, we got a job and we need you to, let's say, cut the grass, so to speak.
They don't call me King of Suburbia for nothing. What are we talking? Long neck, short neck, greenback? Give me the deets.
We're talking vampire dentures.
Interesting. Well, I ain't seen nothing so suburban as a spirit of Halloween. It's the one nut I haven't cracked yet.
Well, we're gonna need you in order to get in. See, your suburbanness is just the kind of cover that we need to break in the first place.
Well, you called the right person. I've got a slushy and a corn dog that I stole from a county fair that are both rigged with explosives. Now, the good thing is, they only put Spirit of Halloweens in empty places, so it's gonna make a nice concussive blast. But, I gotta tell you, I've tried this before and it hasn't worked, because once you get inside, the overwhelming plastic smell is obnoxious to anyone who isn't being paid minimum wage. We're gonna need someone who can handle the fumigation. But don't worry, I know just the person. Let me give them a call right now. Hello?
Oh boy, what is it this time?
Well, I was gonna say, I haven't seen you since our Panama Canal incident, but I hope you're doing better now that you have new legs.
I hope you're doing worse. I ought to kick your bass for what you did to us back there. Who do you think you are calling this chump up?
Look, all I'm saying is when you would do a job so well, they has to close the Panama Canal back up. I call that a day's work well done.
I found ourselves an expert in perfumes and aromatherapy. And if you can't handle that, then you're off this job.
Nah, that's all right. I can do this. The thing is, you're gonna need everybody out of that store. And the only way to do that is with a masterful blend of perfume and toxins. Sometimes the same thing, and I know the difference. See, hey, boss man, do you have any way to actually, even if you get it and get out, any way to make sure that the 4 of us go on living after this?
Yeah, everything. No, I was lying. This is my first job. I needed all of the professionals I can get.
That's the thing. Spirit Halloweens, there's a deep, seedy underbelly of spies and communications going around. I need to get the okay from the big guns to be able to not just have us pull off this job, but also make sure that we don't ruffle the feathers of the bigwigs. His name is the Hierophant.
Did someone say Hierophant?
Sir, sorry for disrupting you. We would like your permission to do something.
Yeah, no problem. I'm just here listening to CIA phone calls, and you dummies are talking louder than I've ever heard a bomb go off.
Boss man, why don't you tell this nice man what you need?
Look. Yeah, yeah. Well, we're both the boss. You can be the boss. Power relinquished temporarily. Do it already.
Yeah. Well, this is my job, so I should be taking point on this. Anyway, we're looking to steal a pair of those little vampire teeth denture things, and we need into this Spirit Halloween.
Look, Spirit Halloween, it's basically a trap, a steel trap that has a lion or two in it, except this time it's just people in minion costumes inside. Look,
Quick clarifying question: is that a lion or a lionfish? Because I can deal with the latter.
it's a lion.
Okay, well, I can't do much about that.
Look, Spirit Halloween is almost impervious from the front side. You know, you have all of those aisles to walk through, and the cash register always is full of balloons and those weird things that jump out at you when you least expect
those
it,
are the
right?
worst.
Yeah. But the best way to get in. You ever notice how every Spirit Halloween is always next to a PetSmart?
Yeah.
That's not by coincidence. That's grand design, motherfuckers. So look,
Okay.
you want to get in there? I can get you into PetSmart. And then when we just throw some Chewy toys, everyone's distracted on the other side. Pets, you're in, baby.
All right. Just to go over the master plan with everybody before we set out, we're gonna put our application to raid the Spirit Halloween, and in 2 to 3 business weeks, Mr. Hierophant over there is gonna get back to us with the application complete. From there, we're gonna have Fishman go to the PetSmart and get a part-time job working in the fish aisle.
Nice.
Now, this is where things get tricky. We're gonna need Mr. Suburban to get into the Spirit Halloween and fill all of the fog machines with the perfume so that we can fumigate the entire inside. With your nonchalant, normal personness, you should be able to get past the front folding doors and through the minion costumes with ease. Just spout some Facebook memes and you'll be fine.
I got them on my feet right now.
Once we're in, we set the perfume off. That's when Fishman comes in. He takes the sewers through with all the goldfish that are gonna die in 2 to 3 days, come into the Spirit Halloween where the Hierophant is waiting for us. We blow open the safe and take all of the vampire dentures. It's foolproof. All right, everyone. Let's synchronize our watches. Wow, looks like we didn't intend for Scruff McGruff. He really took a bite out of us.
Next time!
Damn you, Scruff McGruff.
Grand design, motherfucker! Amazing.
It's true. They're always next to a PetSmart.
It's true. It's true.
Dan, I was really concerned because I was thinking it was next to a sushi shop, and I was like, do I just put the PetSmart next to a sushi shop and make some implications there, or do I just keep it simple?
Oh my. Oh man. So I can't wait to eat sushi again. Like, sure you could order sushi, but for me, eating sushi at the restaurant is like part of the charm of it. And
Interesting. Okay.
and I don't I don't know. There's just certain foods that like, yeah, I could get it delivered, but it's not the same.
Have you ever thought of catching your own sushi? Just getting a net and just catching a sushi roll right out of the
Yeah.
water?
I'm just like, ooh, a spicy tuna.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can actually, there's like micro gardening techniques for growing your own sushi.
Oh, but isn't sushi seed out of season right now because we're going into winter?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of Japan's climate is pretty similar to ours. If you're at a higher elevation, it is okay. But at ours, probably not.
Oh, interesting.
What most people are using right now is foshi, because sushi isn't really in season, so it's important to sort of be able to tell the difference. But the real stuff is the good stuff.
I always confuse that with the Vietnamese soup plant. That's pho shi.
Right.
I always confuse those two.
Oh, but most people don't know, though, is that the pho plant that we have now isn't the original pho plant. It actually went extinct due to some pestilence issues.
Oh.
So now it's like what we can. That's why if you ever had something that's like pho flavored, it's not actually how pho tastes anymore.
Right.
So it's fofa.
It's faux pas, right. They just don't call it.
Yeah, faux show.
Yeah.
And it's made out of bean product, which
Right.
all ties back to the old story of Jack and the Beanstalk and the giant that went fee, fi, fofa. 'Cause he was
Right.
talking about the fofa that he was complaining about because he couldn't have actual fa.
Yeah.
I just how much longer do do this? Because we can keep going.
Oh, we got a 2 for that one. Apparently, it's not true. Chat's not buying it.
Fee, fi,
like how-
fo, yum.
Fofa yum.
I like how at this point it's just like asking our chat, like, we can keep doing this if you want us to.
Are you enjoying this? Is this good for you?
This is, I mean, look, a lot of our show we do for chat. Certain parts of the show we do for us. That's really what it comes down to. Speaking of something we do for chat, we're gonna go ahead and jump into our next game, which is a real crowd favorite. If you're new here, this is a game we called Gossip Line. So
Ooh, Fo and Tell,
everyone,
that's good. That's good.
Sorry, faux and tell. Very good.
so we're gonna say goodbye to everyone who isn't me or Dan. So goodbye, everyone who isn't me or Dan.
Goodbye.
So I got a real fun prompt for y'all.
Wait, Dom,
basically-
we're not just gonna talk? Just you and me?
I mean, we can talk, Dan. What's on your mind?
I don't know. Just wanting to see what's up.
I mean, not too much. I mean, things are kind of normal. How are they with you?
It's alright. My job's getting very stressful, but you know, it's what it is.
My job's gonna get really stressful next month, so I'm kind of enjoying the lax of it now. Basically, a thing I was working on was I spent like a month and a half building it, and the client was like, "We love it," and then the client was like, "Oh, we changed everything. So now all the reporting you did is useless, and you have to rebuild it again." But you know, we'll deal with that in September when it's September reporting.
Yeah, the thing with my job is that the big part is starting next week, and they keep changing their minds on how they're gonna navigate through this landscape that is a pandemic. So just fun stuff.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We got it.
All right, we just got 25 more minutes of just talking with me and Dom, and then
vaguely about our employment. All right, no. So what we're gonna need from chat is go ahead and give me your favorite word of all time. Dan, do you have a favorite word of all time?
I've always liked the word bizarre.
Ooh, bizarre is a good
how
one.
it's pronounced and how it's spelled. It's just like, come on.
Do you like it for the like? What? I don't know if they're spelled differently, but are you talking about the like
They are spelled
Mediterranean
differently.
stall, or are you talking about
the stall is Bazaar.
Yeah.
And bizarre, as in like weird, is Bizarre.
And which one do you prefer?
The first bizarre.
Oh, like the shop.
Well, I like both of them because I like how one bizarre describes the spelling of the other bizarre.
Interesting. Oh, that's true. That's very true.
Yeah.
My favorite word is ragamuffin. I just think it's a really good looking word. It's got a lot of double letters. It has a fun meaning.
That word just, it looks so good.
Sometimes you see a word and you're like, that word looks good. You know? Maybe am I wrong? I don't know. I see words all the time that I look at. And I'm
Dom,
like,
you're
"They're
married to a word. You're not allowed to look at other words.
bad." Look, I can look as long as I don't spell. That's the rules. That's such a great bit, and you'll never know it. That's a shame.
Oh, man.
Anyways, let's take a look at these other favorite words. Sphincter. Fun to say, not to eat.
Says
Spittoon.
you.
That's true. Spittoon, that's a good one. Fluffernutter. Bungalow, that's a pretty good one. Dom out here, objectifying words. Yeah, catawamps, close second.
Disagree.
You know, I disagree too. What can I say?
No, I think that's their favorite word.
No, I don't think it is. We're gonna. I will pick the word fluffernutter. Thanks, Jungle. Appreciate it. All right, now it's time to tell a story. If you've ever seen the game Telephone, this is just that. That's it. Flibbertigibbet, also a good one. Okay, Dan, let me know when I'm good.
All right, take it away.
Hey, Dan, I was I was out at a park recently, and I was on my way to go to a store that used to be a food truck. It's called In Between the Nuts, and basically they started this cool thing where they sell fluffernutters. But the food truck was so popular because they did really good marketing. Yeah, what they would do is they would have this guy who was dressed up, kind of like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, had a baby with the Michelin Man. So it's this big, like white, fluffy cloud costume, and he would do like these jazz hands and like jazz squares, and he actually would perform the entire one-man performance of the musical Chicago, and all the people in the park loved it. Now, it wasn't in Chicago. This was actually happening in Phoenix, Arizona, where they have that really great university.
Yeah.
So anyways, the food truck was so popular thanks to the jazz dancing that they started a brick and mortar store, right?
Wow.
And there was jokes because people were like, you should call it a brick and morty store because that's really hip with the kids right now. But they realized that through the target demographic of people like in Chicago, that the young people didn't really like fluffernutters, that it was actually an older demographic that was coming. So what they did is they started a coupon deal with all of the local retirement homes, and they would bring them all in on these buses. But the problem is they were having a lot of trouble because all the bus traffic. So they made just one really long stretch bus that would actually curve several blocks wide. And turning you'd think would be hard because it'd be rigid like a bus, but it's not because they converted it like those people do where they take the bus and they make it a new home. And it's just like a bed. But they did that for the old people retirement homes. So now they all live on one big long bus.
Dang.
So they can drive and go get their fluffernutters and then watch the entirety of the movie Chicago, but performed by a Michelin Man hybrid. Does that make sense? Are you following all that?
Yeah, no, that is crazy. I mean, I definitely think I want to check it out for myself.
Yeah, also completely unrelated, I'm getting married this weekend. Just want to throw that
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It does look like I am getting another call, but I think I'm gonna. It's my friend. I'm gonna see if they're interested in coming with me to go to. The place
you gotta try
I
it.
definitely remember the name of. All right,
You gotta try
I'll
it.
talk to you later, Dom. All right, bye. Hello.
Yo, what up, Dan? Hey, how's it going?
You called me. What's up?
Yeah. I just had something to talk about.
Okay, well, before you do that, let me tell you this story that Dom just told me about this great restaurant. You ready?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, tell me about it.
All right, so this restaurant used to be a food truck store. It was called Between the Nuts. And what the marketing of this place was is they have a guy that was dressed up outside of the food truck store in a giant white suit, sort of like the Michelin Man-ish. And he would do jazz hands and jazz squares. And he would perform a one-man show of Chicago. And people were loving it, right? So they eventually made the restaurant into a brick and mortar. And then they're like, we should call it a brick and morty and be hip with the times, right? And they realized this place that served mostly Futter Nuggets, by the way. Futter Nutters, whatever it's called, Futter Nutters. They were like, the demographic for people that like Rick and Morty isn't the same as Chicago. So they did this coupon deal to try to get the elderly people there. And then the elderly people couldn't get there because of bus traffic. So then they built the old home on the bus so that way they could get there on time. And then when all the people got there, they were just having a great time. And also Dom's getting married soon.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool, but I kind of wanted to talk about my thing.
No can do. I gotta go pee. Pee
okay.
I've been holding it for 3 days. I gotta go pee.
Okay, I guess I'll talk to you later though, right?
Yeah. We should go to the place, to the restaurant.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Bye, Dan. Hey, Alex.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, Dan kind of blew me off again.
Blew you up? Oh, come on, not again.
Yeah. Anyway,
How was it this time?
he just told me this really weird, wacky story about Dom.
Okay, seems like a weird excuse, but...
Well, it'll just make more sense if I explain it.
Okay, sure.
So Dom, I think, had a dream where he knew about this restaurant that was called Between the Nuts, where it was a food truck store. So it must have been a store that sold food trucks. And they, in order to advertise for the store, they had this guy who was dressed up like the Michelin Man dancing outside. He was doing jazz hands in jazz squares to be able to attract customers to come by the food truck store. But then at a certain point, it got so popular that they realized we have to get a brick and mortar store because the selling food trucks is not profitable enough. So they go make a brick and mortar store. They call it Brick and Morty to be funny, but it's not hip with the kids, so old people can't get to it.
Well, that doesn't. I mean, it feels like there's probably more to that story that you're not telling me. But
no, there's not.
Okay. Well,
I mean, the thing is, like, my heart was breaking while I was telling it because I just wanted to talk about some of my stuff.
yeah.
But you're around now, right?
I don't really have time for that. I don't really have time for your stuff. I gotta look. I really have an important conversation. I already scheduled it like a week ahead with Steve, so I'll have to call you back sometime. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Hello.
Hey, Steve.
The voices are back.
Steve. No, it's Alex, Steve. I'm calling you.
Yes, you're calling me from another world. I can hear you.
Sure, Steve, if you want to believe that this time. Okay, listen, bud. Hey, woohoo! Hey,
Sorry,
listen.
I'm back.
All right. This is important, okay? Now I know you were really into that whole trippy dreamscape thing, and I got a dream I need you to analyze, okay?
Okay.
All right. So here's what happened. Dom had this dream, right, where he was trying to sell things, and he opened up a store, or he was near a store that was selling food trucks. Not like food truck food, but he was selling food trucks, right? And then the Michelin Man was there to advertise, and he was doing jazz hands and jazz squares, like both dances at the same time. And then it worked really, really well, so they had to open up a brick and mortar shop, and they called it Brick and Morty because they thought that would be a really funny joke, except old people didn't really get the joke, so the old people never showed up, and Dom's really sad about it.
Wow, that's emotional.
Yeah. Anyways, so I didn't know if you had any thoughts on that dream or anything, or if you knew any, like maybe you have some advice that Dom could use analyzing that dream.
You're right. I do have advice. Thank you, tiny person. I'm gonna go call Dom.
Okay, it's me, Steve. This is a phone.
Thank you, tiny person.
Okay, bye.
Hello, Dom.
Yellow Jello, what's good?
Hi. I heard you had some dream stuff. The spirits told me this. I'm your local phone psychic, so I just wanted to call and tell you I'm here to analyze your dream that I know about because I'm psychic.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. So it's pay by the minute, so I'll be quick with it. So
Okay.
I heard that you had a dream that you were you were selling things. There was a store where they were selling food trucks, not food from food trucks. They were selling the trucks, and the Michelin Man was there doing jazz squares and hands, and he made a shop called Brick and Morty, which doesn't do old people.
Oh, wow. That's a lot to unpack. I'm sure you're talking about my dream wedding, which is happening.
Yes, the spirits told me it was a wedding. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm actually getting married, and I was kind of hoping, Steve, that you could be my best man. How about that?
Wow. Wow, the spirits didn't tell me that much.
Yeah.
It's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, do you want to meet? I found this great restaurant. It's called Between the Nuts. They sell fluffernutters. Used to be a food truck. It's a whole thing. But yeah, why don't we meet up there and we can go over the details.
Okay.
Awesome. Oh, and don't bring the tiny voices. I appreciate it.
I won't, but I will send you my bill.
Wow, we lost a lot of translation there. Wow.
Okay.
First off, not a dream. Not a dream. Happened in real life. Secondly, Max, the old people were the primary target. They were the only people coming to the store.
Okay. What about transportation?
What about the whole thing where What do you mean, what about the transportation?
Dan was saying that because of public transit, they couldn't get there?
Yes.
Yeah, the buses were too crowded, so they made retirement homes on buses so that they could go and show up there.
And did you say
I
that?
did. I didn't
Also-
say it that specific. I said
Also-
they couldn't get there because of traffic, so they made retirement homes on buses.
You completely left out the fact that I was getting married, the most important part.
Okay, the thing is that Dan must have said, or maybe said, we don't actually know, dream wedding, and I only heard dream.
I did not say dream wedding. I said, and Dom is getting married.
In the beginning, you must have said dream or dream wedding.
If only we
I
had
did
a way
not.
to rewind the
Oh,
tape
man.
and find out.
There's no way to know.
Dr. Central Potato. what's
Hey,
up?
hey,
Dr.
Potato.
Central Potato,
Hey.
love to see you. Love to see you. Yeah, we're just on our bullshit again. That's what we're.
Wait. So is Between the Nuts the new version of Between the Lions?
Or Between the Ferns, or
No.
Pine Tree
Max
Mall.
has mentioned Between the Lions a couple of times here, where it's that old kids show where they had the puppets.
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Yeah.
Also-
the party pants dance.
Oh yeah. I don't remember what it is.
Dance in smarty pants.
A dance in smarty pants. That's what it is. Wait, I still kind of want to get to the bottom of this.
You
Dom-
cut out a lot.
It was originally a food truck, and
Yes.
that's it.
Yeah, it's just a food truck that
It was
sells
a
like
dance
slumber
store.
runners.
Dan said the phrase food truck store.
I said, I did not. I specifically said the restaurant like at least twice.
Maybe that's so, but I heard food truck store, and then the fact that they became brick and mortar later meant that a food truck store couldn't be in brick and mortar at the time.
Oh.
So it became a food truck that sold food trucks.
No, it was a food truck that got big enough that became a restaurant with a building.
You know, very classic thing that happens here in Philadelphia all the time. Anyways, we're gonna move on to our next game, which we're gonna play very quickly for fear of timing, and that is bullshit. I'm gonna limit us to one each, just a real pass-fail kind of thing.
Dom, when you said the phrase "we're on our bullshit," were you alluding to this?
I wasn't, and then I read what was next in the set list, and I hung my head in my own shame. But here we go! So what we're gonna need from the chat is, what's a question that you would ask the smartest being in the galaxy, all right? You get to ask anything you want. The being will give you one answer, and then you get to decide if that being is being honest with you or not. It's pretty much just that. I watched all 3 seasons of Infinity Train, and now my mind is in a very esoteric place, so that's where this question comes from. Let's get into it.
Wow, we got some hot mamas in chat.
Hi, mamas, what's up? Also, remember, you will be able to vote. 1 is for truth and 2 is for false, so keep that in mind.
Let's do this.
All right. Dom,
Yep.
can you tell me why cottage cheese is a thing? I just need to know.
That's a fair question. So cottage cheese is a thing because it comes from a cottage industry. Now, a cottage industry is an industry that is created, that kind of crops up like a small village or cottages that cater to a very specific market. Just like cottage cheese, which only applies to very specific palates, particularly those that would be willing to build a house like a cottage instead of a modern dwelling. Because modern man eats modern cheese, like queso and dip, as opposed to the olden days of cottage cheese.
Interesting. All right, vote now, chat. 1 for true, 2 for false.
I think it's a pretty valid response, but who am I to say?
I'm no expert.
Doopa-doopo. Also, I googled. Oh, how we looking? Pretty bad. No redemption here.
Great.
Pretty bad. Alrighty.
Shame.
I know when I've lost. Let's move on to the next one.
Steve.
Steve. When you're in the ocean, how high are your chances of swallowing some Boston tea?
So we have to first look at proportions. So proportions are like everybody's favorite math concept, fractions, but they're real life things, not like fake fractals. And so we've got to look at parts of the ocean per part of Boston tea. And so in this equation, the C is in the Boston tea. Therefore, it's not how high are your chances of swallowing Boston tea in the ocean. It's how high are your chances of swallowing ocean.
We have people asking which ocean, and it's the one big ocean.
The one big ocean.
Right, this is pre-Pangea.
This is pre-Pangea, which
As-
we know.
I mean,
Well, I guess during
Remember-
Pangea, not pre-Pangea.
Yeah.
If you remember in your history classes, the Boston Tea Party predates the splitting of Pangea.
Yeah. The Pangea split when we switched to the year 2000. That was the big
Yeah.
thing everyone was worried about.
As
That
you
was
remember,
that was the Y2K
All right,
disaster.
vote chat. Vote
the
away.
original Boston Harbor was actually that little like Horn of Africa bit that yeah.
Oh, chat is not favorable tonight.
Whoa, chat's in a
Oh,
mood.
they're coming in. They're still
It's
rolling.
real back and forth with this one, honestly.
Yeah, I know. I'm up next. I'm getting a little nervous.
Better impress him, Max.
We gotta
Oh.
bring our A game for bullshit
Gotta bring
tonight.
this large brain.
We're currently sitting at a tie. Anyone in chat, what do you think? What do you think?
Your vote matters, chat.
Go out and vote. Not just for this, for everything.
Yeah, you can get mail-in voting.
Oh, Steve retires with a success.
Congrats, Steve.
Good job.
Oh, righty.
You're
Moving on to our next wrinkly brain. Who is it, Max? Max, what's a jazz square?
See, this is a great question. And I don't say that for every question. There was a big movement in freeform jazz that was occurring anywhere from around the late 20s all the way through the 60s. But after the 60s, there was this traditional push of more grounded rules for jazz. Jazz is much less freeform in the freeform square or the jazz square, and it's very rule heavy. No improvisation is allowed.
Improv free jazz.
That's why we're not good at jazz.
It's
That's
true.
right.
There's no improv.
Yeah, unfortunately.
All right, both
Otherwise, we would definitely be great at it.
We'd be so good at it.
Yeah. When you're born, the angels ask you, it's like, all right, you can have one of two talents, jazz or improv. We all chose incorrectly.
True. We chose improv.
So while we're waiting on votes, this summer I was hanging out with my cousins and we were listening to that like funky, jazzy, like summertime pool music, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, we were all like kind of just singing along with it, and I was like, I bet we could make an album like this. And and I was like, I would love to create like a funky jazzy album like that. I already came up with the name. The name would be Zesty, which you got to admit is a pretty good name.
All right, Max, you look like you got your votes.
Hot shot.
Hey, well done, Max.
Good job. All right.
Alrighty.
The Zesty EP drop coming soon.
Alrighty. Who's up? Dan?
Me.
Can you explain to me why seagulls and bagels aren't both birds?
Seagulls and bagels.
Why aren't they both birds?
Yeah. So the gull family, if you look at the kingdom, phylum, the rest of the stuff, gulls actually are in the base of animal, right? But as you get into the bagel branch, it starts to get more into the animal that people want to eat. But there is also the area of bird that people also want to eat, but bagels people just want to eat even more. So that's sort of why it's separated, because someone wants to eat a seagull just want to eat what we have.
Who did the separating?
Grand design, motherfucker.
How foolish of me to ask.
Yeah, come on.
Wow.
Ooh.
It's not looking good.
Ooh.
It's not. Oh, two twos and a question mark, Dan.
Yeah, you
That's
know.
pretty brutal.
That's just saying because I'm opening their eyes and they want to keep staying night.
The truth
Coming
hurts.
back. It's coming back. Coming back.
It actually is pulling it back a little
Come
bit.
on,
Wow.
we can do a chat.
I'm impressed that you're getting away with this,
Yeah,
honestly.
me too. You know.
Ending on an enigma, it seems like,
Yeah.
as Dan always does. We'll move on to our final question.
Dan paid you off. Type 1 in chat.
Alrighty. Alex, how many wild birds do you think you've seen twice?
I think I've seen twice.
Yeah. Repeats.
Well, I think that the important thing to ask about this question is whether those birds have seen me. As you know, it's not really fair to ask if the same bird has been seen by you unless it has also acknowledged your own presence. So in terms of exact calls that I have heard and then responded to multiple times, because I do have conversations with the birds outside my window, I would say there are about 3 birds that I'm in regular communication with. So give and take 2, I would say 5 birds.
Interesting. Very interesting.
I like your interpretation of like personal birds instead of types of birds.
Yeah, I like
I
that.
like that.
It's bird individuals.
Yeah.
It's true.
Oh, chat likes this.
Bird Americans, as we've come to understand it.
Avian Americans.
Feathered
American.
Americans.
Feathered Americans. Well, is that rude to our Kiwi immigrants? And
I think, do penguins have fur and not feathers?
I think they're still technically feathers. It's just a different type of feather.
Feather fur.
But
Further.
I would actually
That's a-
I would say Avian Americans is probably
That's the
Avian
name-
American.
That's the name
Well,
of my sister. Feather.
Alex,
Perfect.
Alex going out with a perfect score. What a way to end it there. They are Steve's little voices. Well, we're gonna roll into our final game for the evening. This is a game we call Bartender. So what we're gonna need from chat is go ahead and give us anything that would drive you to drink, anything that would cause you woes, anything that would cause you trouble in life, any other euphemism I can think of. Put it in there right now, and we're gonna take you to the old show and tell Rusty Bucket. That's what I've named our bar.
I did make a real quick merch board.
All right, let's peep a merch bird while they're throwing things in there.
It's a simple one.
All right, come on. The fact that I even remembered Phylum should be impressive enough.
Kingdom, phylum, rest of the stuff. Love it. That's a great merch. Honestly, I don't hate it. I'd wear it in real life. It's a pretty good one.
God damn it.
Amazing.
That's what makes
cool.
me drink.
Keep those keep those unfortunate things coming, and we will get to singing about them. But now, if you'll excuse us, it's time to head on to the bar. Doop-a-doo-doo, hanging out in the bar. Nobody knows about me, cause I'm hanging out in the back of a warehouse. Doop-a-doo-ba.
Oh man, it's pretty hard to find this warehouse bar.
Thank you. I'm going for a modern speakeasy.
What, can you pour me a steep one?
Absolutely. A steep one, huh? What seems to be the trouble, friend?
Well, let me tell you. Oh, I have found this little old game. It has driven me to the point of shame. I can't even look myself in the mirror because I play Pokemon, and it's something very serious. Yes.
Wow. I've heard about these game addictions. Not like this alcohol, which is not addictive in the least. But I think I have a cure for you. Oh, hey there, friendo. Sorry to hear the news. Sorry you're down and out with those Pika Blues. I've got something, I think it's really neat. Ignore all that gaming and take a fermented treat. There you go. That one's on the house for you.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much.
Not a problem there, bucko. I hope you're old enough to drink. We don't card in a warehouse.
I'm 10 and I left my parents to play Pokemon.
Sounds like a reasonable age. Have a good one. No health inspections in the warehouse either, as I say to myself. I should make some grilled cheese. Oh, why the long face?
Nothing, just not a good culinary day.
Hey, I'm sure we could whip something up for you. What's going on?
Oh, I work at Applebee's right down the street. It was going great. It was going neat. But I need a Bud Light or maybe a Stella because I just gave everybody in the restaurant salmonella.
Yeah, we've been guilty of that a few times here as well. Oh, hey there, mater. Can I call you a car? I think the story you told really is bizarre. I thought of something that you ought to know. Next time, order your Applebee's to go. That's right. If you just serve them at the car, you never have to bother them in the restaurant.
That's true.
Save you a world of health.
They could say, we could say they got the salmonella from their car. You're a genius, barkeep.
Can't prove otherwise.
All right, I'm getting out of here. Bye.
Goodbye. Oh, man, I burnt the grilled cheese. I was talking to that fella for so long. Well, I guess I'll just eat it here myself in my warehouse bar.
Oh, God, what an awful day.
Oh, that's unfortunate. You look older than 10. Tell me about your problems.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. Oh, I have a problem, and it's really bad. In fact, it makes my whole sinus sad. It's just that I'd rather be flogged than deal with this one nostril clogged.
That's real bad, buddy. Oh, hey there, kiddo. You're looking pretty ick. Based on your nozzle, I'd say you're probably sick. Might go to a doctor to see if you feel good. Please don't spread your virus like no good patron should. That's right, we do enforce masks here at the bar. Put it on.
Oh, sorry about that. Let me just... Okay.
Oh, thank you,
Have
thank
my
you.
drink now, please.
Okay, I'll get you some water. Here you go. You do have to keep the mask on when you're drinking, though. Good, perfect. Well, have fun at the doctor's.
Okay, bye.
This warehouse is really shaping up. And they said $2 million for an empty lot was a bad investment. Look at them now.
I'm so sad.
Oh, regular. It's good to see you back here, buddy.
Hey, barkeep.
Hey, regular. I'm glad we agreed not to learn names. It's much easier this way.
Yeah, I'm just very down.
We always are, but what is it today?
Oh, I like to sing and dance all a grand old day. It's what I do so that I can pay.
Ooh.
But lately my hands have stopped because my jazz hands have turned into pop.
Dang. Well, I don't mean to sound like your parents, but oh, when it came to life, you had a single choice. You could do a real job or you could use your voice. You were the one who went and chose to sing, and now that's why you don't have any bling. I'm telling you, the only rocks you're ever gonna get are the ones that come with this whiskey. Here you go, regular.
Oh, okay, barkeep.
Well, it's time to be closing the old warehouse for the evening, so time to scoot. They use this place for a shipping Amazon locker when I'm not here. It's the only way to pay down that $2 million mortgage. Anyways, thanks for stopping by.
See.
Well,
Nicely done, Dom. Nicely done.
Yeah,
I was sweating there, but we made it through. All
That's
right.
solid.
Appreciate
I mean,
it.
to be fair, you're welcome a little bit. My job as the first person to go is to set the bar so low that everything else seems much better.
We got a badass over
I'm
here.
pretty sure Dom's the one that establishes the bar.
Yeah,
Oh.
I paid for it. Thank you, Mac and Bree, for the
Appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
thanks everyone for sticking around. Thanks for the new friends. Thanks for anyone who stuck around from Youngster Jazz's raid. Make sure you tune in Tuesday for our highly RP deep Pokemon strat. We're gonna get crushed because this guy's actually good at the game stream, and we're a bunch of amateurs. Yeah, we are gonna go ahead and raid a relatively new friend of ours. Their name is Animadior. They are streaming some art stuff right now, and I'm told that everyone who subs gets a personal drawing. So let's go show some love to them. And before we do that, thanks, Kath and your I'm glad you guys can watch together. Appreciate it.
Thanks everybody.
Let's go ahead and before we raid, we're gonna end stream the way we end every single stream. Max, you're in a mood tonight. How do we end every single stream?
Oh boy, don't get me started. We end every single stream by continuing to list everything in this universe that does not have souls.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phylum, some other stuff.
Saltine crackers.
Very smart.
Vikings.
Any penguin that doesn't have a bow tie.
And then you just have a
there's also mushrooms.
Anyone that plays Toontown in their deck.
Toontown's bad. The Toontown of Lions pretty bad.
And wrap.